Welcome, everyone. Welcome back to the Red Raider Spotlight. I'm sitting down with Northwestern senior track and field cross country star, Kelsey Lang. Kelsey, how are things going with you right now?
Um, Things are going good given the circumstances. I'm doing pretty well. I've found like a new way to structure my days, but I really miss people. And it's hitting me more these past couple weeks, obviously, just because more time quarantine. But yeah, it's going well. I miss my friends and I miss large groups of people.
You say you structure how you structure your days. How is that? What's a day like for you right now?
Oh yeah. Okay, so I wake up whenever I want, but I've been getting good amounts of sleep. So it's usually like 8 o'clock or something. Like honestly, same time I would for school. And then I go upstairs and make coffee, bring it down, and I do my devos. And it's really cool because it's like not rushed at all. And at school it'd be like, oh no, 20 minutes, quick do it before class. And so it's just like however long I need, journal a prayer, and then go up and make breakfast. And then I will like be work mode pretty much all day. So I've been working outside lately, which is so nice in the sun. And I try to do like work for my job and for school until like 4 or 5 ish till supper time. And then after that, I try to like not work because it can be really hard to separate it when you're at home. But then I'll just do dumb stuff like just dance. Like we have a Wii. So I'm a champion at a lot of just dance songs or like bonfire with the family, stuff like that.
Has the workload with classes been the same, more, less? How has that gone?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, it's different for different classes, but I kind of feel like it's a little more because I feel like I have to teach myself what I would have learned in the classroom. And then, like, any classroom discussions is moved online. So then that's additional plus the homework. So it feels like almost double because you have to make up classroom time, but then still do the homework. But it's nice because we can do it on our own schedule, I guess, for the most part.
Good.
Yeah.
Take us back to that day when you found out that Northwestern was going online, but not only that, but your track season sadly came to a close. Where were you? How did you find out? How did you react?
Yeah, that was kind of crazy. Well, first, so it was a Friday, and that was when I think the NAIA came out with a statement that was like, you can't have regular practices, like nothing organized. So before practice, coach sat us all down and was like giving us the breakdown of how practice was going to be and how you'd be like practicing on your own, but we'd still have workouts and everything. And like all the plans like went into detail. So we were all like in that mode. And then like the distance crew, we went out for this tough workout on the track. It was like 2200s or something, but it was like a doable pace and we all did it together, so that was kind of fun,
Yep.
like a nice little family suffering together. But then we were like talking so much during it, we're like, I wonder like what's the status, everywhere else is canceling, I wonder what we're going to do. And then we came back into the RSC and one of my teammates, Nick Bernhagen, was like, guys, did you hear it's all online like till the end? And we were kind of just like, what? So then we went into the back, like where we roll out the back area. And then Coach Barkey like made us all gather and it was just like really quiet. And he read the statement from Northwestern. And then he said like, all activities are canceled. That includes us. And it was just really weird. Like, just to be real, like probably half the people were crying. Everyone was like hugging each other. A lot of people were hugging the seniors, especially, which was really nice. But then I was like, oh, I don't know what to do with all this. Like it was just really fast. It happened really fast. And I didn't like cry at all until I hugged my coaches. And then I like lost it. So yeah, it was pretty pretty sad, pretty sobering because it just happened really fast. And then I think we all felt the weight of like what we lost really quickly.
Were you able to bring some closure to your roommate, to your apartment? Were you able to hang out for that weekend?
Yeah, so that's how I was like, okay, we have like a couple more days, let's just have fun with it. I don't really like to like sit in the sad. So that night I think the hub did like karaoke and stuff.
Mhm.
And so some of my roommates went to that and we were just like goobers at it, just having a great time. And then I don't even know if it snowed or there just was snow, but some of my roommates went and we went sledding down the Alton Hill and we just did like, I don't know. We were just like always blasting music, having good last couple days memory. So it was weird because it's not how we wanted it to end, but we tried to like end it in a nice, like happy closure type of way.
Reflect on your cross country track career here at Northwestern. What were some of the high points or memorable moments for you?
Yeah. I think the most memorable things for me, well, my junior year, I went for track. I went to nationals, indoor and outdoor. And the year before that in track, I didn't even go to conference. So I was like, it was not on my radar at all, but I was able to drop a little time. And then the 4x8 was like opened up a spot. And so the first, the indoor nationals, I don't know whose idea. Just kidding. It was my coaches, and I respect them a lot. But I anchored it because they had this strategy, and I was like, "How did I go from not even running at conference to anchoring at nationals?" It was like so much pressure. But then for outdoor nationals, I just went as the alternate, and that was to Gulf Shores, on the beach. So that was really fun. And then after they competed, then we like did sunrise morning, got coffee, sat on the beach. So like those memories are super, like I'll have them forever.
Advice for teammates who are returning and advice for incoming recruits and freshmen.
That's another good question. I think a couple advices I have. One is to communicate with the coaches, like over communicate. When I was like a freshman, I was really scared to like text one of the coaches and ask a question about a workout or just communicate about like my weekly miles or something, but they really welcome it and it helps them do their job better. So like just over communicate, it's good, and it's like their job to communicate with you back. So don't be intimidated by that. And also I would say like lean into the community of your teammates because they like, I don't know, it was just like super solid to have a team. It felt like a family. And so then when there were joys, like we'd all be joyful together. And then when there were hard times, we'd like all come around whoever was having that. So like really use that community and let them be with you in the good and bad and like lean in.
Think back to your high school years. What made you decide to come to Northwestern, and when did you know you wanted to run?
Yeah, whoa. Okay, well, first of all, I did not really want to come to Northwestern because I'm from Orange City. So it was like very like predictable, safe, like, oh, she'll just go to Northwestern. Like when I was a baby, I had a Northwestern bib. Like my parents met there, so it's just like, I don't know. I was like, I want to be different. But Coach Barkey, my freshman year in high school was his first year at Northwestern, I believe. So he started recruiting me like from when I was a freshman. So then when I was a senior in high school, there was a bunch of like random coaches calling me, but then Barkey was also in the mix, and I felt like I had a relationship with him, more than the other schools and stuff. So that was a big pull. I kind of the financial piece, like the scholarship for running, was a big piece originally, and then also just like the team part of it. So when I was looking at colleges, I was pretty much only looking at ones that I would be able to run at. But from my visit and then like my relationship with Coach Barkey was probably like the final piece.
What's your major, and have you switched majors throughout your academic career?
Whoa, okay. So I was a freshman and I came in undecided. And I was undecided pretty much my whole freshman year. And then I felt bad because my parents were helping me a little bit financially. And I was like, I should probably declare a major so that they're not just throwing their money into something that's like not going anywhere. So I couldn't decide. I'm very indecisive. So I picked two that were interesting. So I'm a political science and public relations double major. And I like declared those at the end of my freshman year, and then I've had them all throughout.
Why did you choose those? How
Yeah.
did you come
Okay.
about that?
Okay, so I took a government class in high school,
Yep.
and it was kind of like law, policy debating, and I loved it. So then I was like, like political science, that could be interesting. And for communications, I've taken a lot of like personality inventory and career, like what should you do? And they're always like ending somewhere around communications, like work with people type of thing. And so public relations was the closest to like communications that Northwestern had. And also neither one of them are super hardcore like math or science, which were really fun in high school, but I was like, I don't know if I want to do that in college. So they like left some doors open and fit what I think my personality is.
Right. Favorite class or favorite professor?
My favorite class was probably Intro to Law that I took my freshman year, I think, because politics is kind of messy and like
Mhm.
gray, but law seems a little bit more like black and white. Here's what's up, you know. But my favorite professor is Ann Minnick, because she's like she's kind of like her campus mom, but she knows what she's doing. Like she knows what's up with communication stuff. But she's my advisor, and she's just been super solid all 4 years for me. So
Good. What's next for you? What's up next for this summer and beyond?
yeah, okay. So in the middle of all this COVID stuff, I was applying for jobs, which was kind of a crazy time, you know, just because a lot of places were not hiring. Um, but I did get hired in Lincoln, Nebraska at a nonprofit called Centerpoint. And so they have like addiction treatment and mental health services, and also like housing for they serve over 50% of the people they serve are homeless, and then the other 50% are like really low income. So it's a really huge need, a really cool mission that I can get behind. So I'm really pumped about that. And I've actually started that already. So for a while it was like classes and my job and trying to find a house in Lincoln. I know, it was crazy. Everyone was like, I'm so bored. And I was like, drowning in all the to-do lists. But I did find an apartment. So I'll move in less than a month before the end of May. And then when I am there, I'll go full-time. So right now I'm part-time remote, but then I'll go full-time with Centerpoint. So I'm really, really excited about that.
Congrats on that. You'll do great.
Thank you. That means a lot.
All right. The last thing we're going to do is I'm going to give some go-to questions, just rapid fire, and you give the first answer that pops into Kelsey's mind, okay?
That's so dangerous. Yeah, I'm ready.
It is kind of dangerous. We'll start with an easy one. What's your go-to food?
Anything breakfast. So like pancakes or eggs or waffles or French toast.
Go-to restaurant?
Do you know Sumato?
I do.
There.
Are they open right now?
I don't think so. My mom like wants to celebrate graduation with some takeout, and I don't know. I mean, they might be opening up soon, but I think right now it's.
Go-to music, song, singer?
I love John Bellion, and I also like Ben Rector.
Perfect. Go-to movie?
Something about me. My attention span is not great for movies. But I watched Little Women in the theaters like in the fall, maybe was that?
Okay.
And I went with Carly, my sister, before she went to Spain. So it was kind of sweet little sister thing. So maybe that. But really movies aren't my thing.
Go-to activity? Any activity?
Jumping on the trampoline.
Nice. Go-to vacation spot?
Our family goes to Florida in the summer, and I love that. Like, I love just chilling on a beach, not having like museums and the to-do list of hikes. Like, I just like chilling. So probably Florida.
Perfect. Good answer.
Thank you.
What is your favorite sport to watch?
Ooh, may I say track? I just know the most about it, so then it's like way more interesting to watch it. Like, I know, I'm like, oh, she probably did that because of that, you know, because I know the inside of the sport.
Go-to sports team, pro or college? Do you have one?
Yeah, my family's actually like big Huskers fans, so
That's
it's
unfortunate.
exciting that I'm moving to Lincoln. Oh, it's okay that you're wrong. Go Big Red.
All right. 800-meter race. Who wins? You or your dad?
Oh, you did not just ask that.
I did.
Well, you know what? Back in his day, my dad was quite a sprinter. I think he like won state in the distance med. He did the 2 or something. But if the race was today, I think I would win.
Let's shorten it to a 400. You or your dad?
It would be a lot closer for sure. I'm so competitive, but he's like, he probably, I don't want to say him, but I think he might win a 4.
And then let's go to a mile. Can he even make it? Can he make it 4 times around?
He's been running a little more lately in quarantine, but I think I could take him in a mile.
I hope he knows I'm kidding, if he listens to this.
Yeah, I'm sure you will, especially now. I'll tell him.
All right. Well, that's it. That's all I have. Best of luck this summer, and thanks, Kelsey.
Awesome. Thanks, Matt.
You bet. See ya.